PUBG is 9 years old, and on paper, it should have faded by now. Movement can feel stiff, menus still look dated, a bad match can wipe out 20 minutes in 1 second, newer rivals are faster, more fluid, and far easier to pick up, yet PUBG can still make one gunshot freeze a full squad, one open field feel dangerous, and one win feel rare enough to remember. So why does PUBG still work after 9 years? I don't buy nostalgia as a full answer. Nostalgia may bring players back for a weekend, but it cannot carry a live game for almost a decade. PUBG lasts because its old design still creates pressure in a way newer rivals rarely match. A lot of its age is obvious, but not every old idea is a bad one. Some rough edges need repair, and some are tied directly to why a match can feel so tense. PUBG came from an era where every shooter chased non-stop movement, instant resets, and a reward every few minutes. Even now, opening a door can feel slow, looting a crate can leave you exposed, and a reload in a bad spot can ruin an entire run. In most games, friction simply gets in your way. In PUBG, some friction gives each choice real weight. Crossing a road is scary because movement cannot rescue every mistake. Healing is risky because you must commit. Firing one shot can reveal your spot and start a chain reaction across half a map. A more fluid game may feel nicer from second to second, but PUBG is not built only around comfort. It's built around vulnerability. You always feel one bad call away from losing all you worked for in a match. Some old systems are clumsy and need work. Some create pressure, and PUBG has to know which is which. And a big part of that pressure comes from a design choice many modern shooters try to avoid. PUBG can be quiet, and quiet often gets treated like a flaw. Silence gives your mind room to imagine danger. You hear one distant rifle and start asking where it came from. You see a door left open and wonder who passed by. Cross a field and feel exposed even when no enemy is visible. No script scare is needed. Uncertainty handles that. Faster battle royale games keep you busy. PUBG keeps you alert. Busy means input every second. Alert means any second may matter. Calm time also makes combat hit harder. A sudden burst after 5 quiet minutes feels violent. Tire pops, glass breaks, and a normal drive turns into panic. PUBG may look slow on video, but it can feel intense in your hand. If every calm movement vanished, matches may become easier to watch, but a lot of its mood would vanish too. PUBG needs pacing, but not non-stop noise. Once a fight finally starts, all of that waiting suddenly has a purpose because PUBG makes every duel feel expensive. Gunplay carries more weight because each fight has a cost. Recoil asks for control. Bullet travel asks for lead. Peeking asks for timing. And good aim helps, but a poor position can erase all of it. A fight can drain ammo, damage armor, cost a vehicle, or leave a squad weak for a new push. Even a clean win may create a harder problem a minute later. And PUBG rarely gives a free reset. Carry each loss, each mistake, and a bit of damage into every new choice, and that cost makes a kill feel earned. In TDM, a clean spray feels good. In Battle Royale, clean spray can save a run built over half an hour. A win matters because failure has a price. Newer games often chase more action per minute, while PUBG gets its value from fewer actions as long as each one can change a full match. One headshot can erase a plan, one smoke can save a squad, one bad rotation can trap you near a blue edge, and a single car can decide if a team reaches safe ground or dies in open land. Loot, terrain, circle lock, and random encounters all play a role, but players still face a huge range of meaningful choices. Where do you land? Where do you move? Do you take a fight or let it pass? Aim matters, but judgment gives each bet meaning. And when several bets collide at once, PUBG starts creating moments no developer could ever fully plan. Maybe a car flips during a bad escape, or one squad gets pinned in a shack. None of it needs a cutscene. Systems collide, players react, and a story appears. Battlefield creates unscripted chaos via scale. PUBG creates unscripted tension via risk. A tiny hill can become priceless. A weak pistol can save a bad drop. A pan can block a bullet. A land with smoke can turn open land into a rescue lane. Even failure can stay in your mind because you know one smarter call might have saved a run. Maybe you moved too late. Maybe you fired too early, maybe you ignored a car. Clear lesson makes improvement feel personal. Over time, map stops feeling like map. Chinky, Picado, school, and military base start carrying memories. One ridge reminds you of a win, one compound reminds you of a squad wipe. All of it makes PUBG sound perfect, but it's not. A game can have a strong identity and still carry real problems. In fact, protecting PUBG's identity means knowing exactly what needs to stay and what needs to go. Cheating can ruin trust, menus can feel slow, matchmaking can struggle in some regions, new players can get crushed before basic systems make sense, performance and input quality can still vary by platform. Its 2026 roadmap says Unreal Engine 5 work is no longer viewed as a simple engine port. Dev plans now focus on keeping core PUBG gameplay intact while improving areas around it. And it's a smart goal because a new engine alone will not save PUBG. Pretty grass means very little if combat loses weight. Better lighting means very little if movement starts copying every fast shooter. A visual upgrade only matters if PUBG still feels like PUBG. Real modernization should cut pointless pain. Slow menus add no tension, cheaters add no tension, and audio bugs add no tension. What does add tension is a risky rotation, heavy recoil, and maybe a long quiet run, which allows PUBG to evolve a lot while keeping its identity. Destructible terrain can add new options, interactive smoke can make old tools feel fresh, and new modes can offer variety when players want to break from Battle Royale. But every new idea needs one test. Does it add useful choice? Or does it erase meaningful pressure? Clear line matters because PUBG still works for a very specific reason. It trusts players to sit in uncertainty. It lets plans fail. It lets silence linger. And it lets one mistake hurt. Most modern games try to remove waiting, reduce loss, and keep rewards flowing. PUBG often moves in a different direction. PUBG can feel old because of it, but it can also feel real. Not realistic in every detail, but real in an emotional sense. Your run feels fragile, your gear feels owned, your squad feels exposed. A win feels like a story you survived, and not just a war placed on a schedule. 9 years of history cannot become an excuse for poor polish or slow fixes. Still, every update should answer one simple question. Does it remove pointless pain, or does it remove meaningful pressure? Clearline and PUBG can age well for years. Remove pointless pain and only keep meaningful pressure. Do so, and PUBG may still look old next year, but it may also remain a rare shooter capable of making a quiet field feel dangerous. PUBG does not survive because it ignores time. It survives because its best ideas still work. Quiet creates fear, risk sharpens focus, consequences turn simple matches into story. Newer games can copy a mode, a map size, or a loot loop, but copying PUBG's exact feeling is far harder. No single mechanic creates it. Pace, recoil, sound, map scale, limited info, and costly mistakes all work as one system. Push one part too far and the magic fades. Polish it carefully and PUBG can stay relevant for years. So why do you still play PUBG? Is it the gunplay, tension, squad stories, or simply a feeling no rival can give you? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy calm, honest FPS discussions like this, subscribe. Thanks guys.